What a beautiful, bright space this is. I am spending some time at Beacon Hill, the new Goodwill location. Faye Wisted with me to my right here. And Faye, let's talk about this first and foremost. What do you do with the organization?
Well, I'm the director of the South Region store operations, so I take care of basically anything to do with running the operations here, donation centers, stores, and warehouse.
Very exciting. Let's talk about the specifications of this beauty, because this is very cool. I walked in, it's got some sparkle to it, and it's huge. It's bigger than any Goodwill I've ever been in.
It is. It is our largest store in the city. It's very close to being one of the largest stores in the province, so we're very proud of this location. We've got a lot of high hopes for it.
For those folks who have been living under a rock and aren't familiar with Goodwill, how would you describe what you folks do? Because it's very unique and it's very accessible to everybody. Anybody can shop here.
It is, absolutely. We are a very helping organization. We do good in the community. Every donation that comes through our doors is valued and cherished, and we're very grateful for the generosity of the communities around us. The donation, all the money goes to supporting our mission of helping Albertans get jobs. And in Calgary in particular, we're very proud. This store will house our very first career development center in Calgary. So we will be not only training people to work within our own stores, we'll be reaching out into the community and training people to work in other businesses.
So not just a huge store, not just a shiny new store, but a different take, something a little more special than you maybe have seen in other Goodwills.
Absolutely.
That's very cool.
Absolutely.
You mentioned the employment and employing people. Devin Pollock is one of those employees. Devin, thank you for taking the time this morning. What is your role here, and how's it been so far?
It's been really good. My role is like I'm a processing clerk, I guess you could say. Media and stuff like that, like CDs and all that stuff. Yeah, I think it's great to be here. I'm happy to be here.
So it's pretty cool, because the generosity of Southern Albertans and Calgarians, this stuff comes in and it has to be sorted through. So
yeah.
You are the first line of defense.
That's right.
Do you feel a lot of responsibility? Is it a pressure-packed job at all?
Not really. I don't feel like it's really pressure-packed, but I don't know. I just enjoy being here, so yeah, that's good.
And also, is it pretty cool to be part of a brand new store?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Cool. Well, we kept you this morning. I want you to get back to work, because ribbon cutting happens 11:30 this morning down here at Goodwill. Putting the finishing touches on this gorgeous location, Goodwill's latest store in Beacon Hill. It is huge. It is sparkly in here. And, of course, at 11:30 today, the ribbon cutting, and you'll have the opportunity to check things out down here in Beacon Hill. Karen Taylor McDonald with us now. And Karen, what is your job here at Goodwill?
I'm the store manager.
Store manager.
That's me.
So when I say what's your job here, you are very busy, and one of the things you do is find some great treasures. And that's what I love about Goodwill, and that's why you have to come here quite often, because you never know literally what's in store. So a few of the finds that you have for us, just a couple of examples, because we could be doing this all day. What do you have, and why did you pick this one out?
I picked out this Mary Frances purse. It's all hand beaded. It's absolutely gorgeous. And again, with Stampede coming up, I mean, what a great accessory to have.
Insane. Yeah, that is a one-of-a-kind piece. You're certainly not going to have the same purse as your girlfriend if you grab this one. This is really cool, because we recognize the pattern, but I've never seen one quite like this.
Yes, it's a beautiful pink Hudson Bay blanket. These are highly valued, and you don't see this color very often. It's very rare. We have 2 of them.
And the deal is, these items might be worth 2 or 3 times the price, and they're pricing these things to make a difference to Albertans, and you might get a good deal on something outstanding. This caught my eye, and apparently it caught your eye as well.
It did, and it's very unusual. It's from Oslo. It's a very unusual piece. I mean, it's a lantern. I don't know a lot about its background. We haven't done a lot of research on it, but it is stunning. I mean, so unusual.
You could hang it in the backyard, in the patio, or you could have it as a feature piece in the entryway.
Absolutely. Either way, it would look gorgeous.
We've touched a little bit with the purse on the fashion, but let's step back here. And this is a real beauty, and I think a lot of women, this would catch eyes.
This is an amazing find. This is a Chanel. We do get designers. We get a lot of designers. We don't see many Chanels, but we do get them, and this is amazing. It's silk. It's all silk, hand beaded, gorgeous.
You mentioned, and we'll step up here. We don't want to block too much of this fancy dress. These finds come in, and again, they're vetted in the back, and that's part and parcel of your team and the training that we speak of, because you never know what's going to come in. Every different load, every different car that comes by, Does that what makes your job outstanding, is the fact that every day is different?
Every day is like Christmas because we open up those boxes and we don't know what's going to be in there. And Calgarians are amazing. They give us the most beautiful product. They're so generous. We get items with tags still on. Gorgeous, beautiful items. So we're very fortunate.
So through your generosity at home, making a difference with the good folks at Goodwill. The new location here at Beacon Hill. We are putting our best foot forward for the grand opening here at the Beacon Hill Goodwill. This is a huge facility, and we're learning more about it this morning and about the organization that Goodwill is. In case you're unaware, they do some great work in our province, well, in our nation for that matter. Shabina Habib with us right now, VP of Human Services. Shabina, good morning. Where are we? How would you describe this area?
So we're in the back processing area, which is where all the action really does happen. As we get donations back here, we have various team members that will sort the donations, that will then price the donations, we'll hang the donations, and get them ready to be put out onto the retail sales floor.
And of course, your greatest resource, your people, and that's where you come in when it comes to training and giving some work experience. Your role specifically, how would you describe it?
My role as the VP of Human Services is really anything to do with our team members, the people side of Goodwill. So not only do I oversee and lead the departments of human resources and employee relations and learning and development, I have the privilege of working very closely with what we call our Power of Work program, which is helping Calgarians with disabilities find employment opportunities, train for employment opportunities, and really be able to build their confidence in a working environment.
And so many different skills under one roof that can be learned, and opportunities.
Absolutely. There's so many different skills. I mean, not only do you learn, the general skills you'd hear about in the service industry of customer service and working with other people and work etiquette, but you also learn how to work very efficiently, be productive, because as we sort donations, these donations have to go out as quickly as possible. Our lifeline is getting products out to the floor so that we are able to have continuous switching of products to sell to the customers. So back here, people are really learning how to be very productive, how to work with team members as a team and get the job done. And then on the sales floor, it's all about customer service, but it's also about customer service back here. It's about internal customer service and how we work with each other so that then we can take that to the sales floor and work with the customers and really provide them a shopping experience that they'll never forget.
Can see back here, it is a busy place, the front lines, if you will, of the brand new store. We'll have more down here at Beacon Hill in the brand new Goodwill coming up in a bit. The final sparkle being applied, the doors opening up, and at 11:30 the ribbon cutting. Beacon Hill, the newest location of Goodwill, and it is a beautiful facility. Dale Monahan with us. Dale is the president and CEO of Goodwill Industries Alberta. Now, Dale, it's interesting because I talked to you about how shiny the store is, and you get very philosophical. Obviously a fan of Goodwill, but I was shocked at just how many Albertans Goodwill touches.
True. This is a building. It's a spectacular new operation for us here in Calgary, but it is only a building. We get in over 1 million customers a year in our 13 stores, from Grand Prairie to Edmonton, down here into the great South Calgary area, and over 600,000 donors. So between that, that's nearly 2 million Albertans who are energetically interfacing with Goodwill and creating the opportunities we do every day through the dignity of a job and the power of work. As we say, we're changing lives, strengthening families, and strengthening communities.
And the beauty of it is, people use Goodwill in different ways. Some people say, you know what, it's time for that spring cleaning. Where can people get use out of my things that I don't need anymore? That's somebody. Other people shopping, other people, the job aspect, so many different areas of a city and a community touched.
It's such a beautiful dynamic of so many things going on. Ultimately, it's creating employment for Calgarians with disabilities, Albertans with disabilities, but through that we are a major recycler, we're a steward of the environment, we are creating an opportunity for the spring cleaners to rid themselves of gently used household goods and clothing. So much is going on all through Goodwill, again with the wonderful donors and shoppers that we welcome in, all driving towards unprecedented opportunity for Calgarians with disabilities to get a great job, go to work, enjoy the work environment, feel a great purpose in life, and do as all people like to do, enjoy the workplace and make some friends and earn a living.
You guys were recycling before recycling was cool, first of all. But the other part of it is, and I think Goodwill has been in the game long enough that it's become chic to go to the Goodwill and find that thing and wear it with pride to say, I found this at Goodwill.
Absolutely. Repurposing a pair of jeans, you know, families will go through with kids many sets of jeans, and some of them are like Levi's and GWG.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, fantastic, and they can be used over and over again. It's so spectacular that one pair of jeans can go through, you know, some kid in grade 2 many times and be used over and over again, diverting from landfill and creating new opportunities for families. So it's a real special opportunity, a real special enterprise. And again, the repurposing, the upcycling, the recycling is what Goodwill is all about. Plus the treasures. As you've seen in store here, there are a lot of fantastic things to be bought for low prices.
And that's why, if you're coming by today, the doors opening and the ribbon cutting at 11:30, that's one thing. But you have to come by frequently because you never know. It's a new store almost every day or two. You got to be on top of it. It has been a blast to be down here at Goodwill, the brand new location at Beacon Hill.